Happy Friday, everybody. So glad to have you join me again. Guys, let's talk about Bitcoin. What's going to happen this weekend? I want to cover some altcoins, let you know some things that I'm looking into right now, and they're very promising, and they go right along with the things that I've been saying, but let's just get into the action. All right, let's take a look at the markets to start things off. As always, over the last few days, things aren't looking that great. We're down 7.64% overall. And if we look here, Bitcoin's down to about $35,900. That is not good. I've been hearing some analysis. I've been trying to, read up on what other people are saying. And to show you a little bit of this, let me actually jump over to Webull. All right, on Webull. If you guys want to earn a couple free stocks, my link is at the bottom of the screen on the description. You can actually earn some free stocks if you sign up for Webull, and you can actually trade crypto there as well. This is our whole timeline, back when things were getting hot back in 2020, 2021 hit, and then got that drop. Anyway, let's focus on what's going on here starting February. So this is the chart that we're looking at, the things we're living day by day. We hit that $29,258, like I was saying before. We also hit that $64,900. We almost, got to the 65 mark, but I guess a lot of people had sell orders that just had to be executed. Anyway, we're dealing with this little, people would call this stability. I don't know what to make of it exactly, just because if you look at these candles, they're not looking so good. I'm actually going to change this to 1 hour. Let me get to the specifics now. This is what we're seeing. That little, bump up and down, this is what it is. And what I've been hearing is that people are excited about this because they're looking at a trajectory saying that, the coin is going to go up because these markers here are heading towards a 40,000 Bitcoin over the weekend, and that this is just a little bull trap so that people can buy in at cheaper prices. Is $36,000 cheap for Bitcoin? Like always, yeah, it's cheap. Does it mean you should get in now? Not necessarily. Here's the thing. If we don't get to 42,000 at the beginning or midway through this weekend, there might be trouble and things might start dropping. I know I mentioned an article about a $15,000 Bitcoin. That's possible if things don't start looking up sooner rather than later. It's, people are not, invested into Bitcoin as of right now because they're waiting for movement. A lot of people are, they're just holding stable coins, waiting for this thing to go up or down. And some people are waiting for an uptrend to start so they can buy in and, be on the safer side of things. Some people are waiting for it to drop before they buy back in. So it's anybody's game, but this weekend is going to, set the tone for a lot of things. So I would definitely set notifications on your, on your phones or whatever you can to make sure you're getting this data, because right now, sitting in this number at $36,000, it can go either way. It can really go either way. So my recommendation is that you set some notifications to be, advised as soon as things start going up or down. I would say I was probably like 75% sure things were going to go up. Not there anymore. Honestly, it's a coin flip. It's at a 50-50 in my mind right now, just because the volatility here is getting kind of crazy. I mean, this section here, if you look at it, we got as low as 33, but we're not getting past $40,000. And that's why I'm saying it needs to hit at least 42 for us to be able to take off with this market. If we can't get to the 42,000 threshold, which is right about here, again, see these here? They're not hitting 42. People are selling at about 41 and some change. 41,500. People have sell orders in. So the momentum has to be strong enough for it to actually take off past $42,000. Otherwise, we might be in a little bit of trouble and we might, see a little bit of a bear market coming in. But let's get back to some fun things and want to give you guys some info about some altcoins. And I showed you this layout here before. Here's what I want to do with this layout, like I was showing you the 90 days and everything else. Today, again, what's actually... Oh, look at that, Helium. Did I mention you guys should be getting into Helium? Because It's going places. Well, look at that. It is up again today. If you had $100, you would have had $110 today if you put it in yesterday. But even more exciting, I mean, we got Helium here. Let me pull it up. So 18, almost $19, and it's up and down. You can see this trend. This thing is about to take off. It's cheap. I promise you, this is a really good price. It's about to take off. And I showed you the hardware and how to do this. But let's take it a step further. And this gets to be really cool. Akash just announced that they're going to be working with Helium. So they're excited to announce they've been selected to provide the first decentralized and open source cloud solution for Helium network. This is incredible. Guys, like, I don't know if you understand what this means, but, you know, the Akash coin, here we go. We're sitting at about $3.57. It's going to blow up. Right now it's ranked at 241. This thing is about to take off. I want to get their hardware, but they sold out first day. Let me show you what this looks like. This is the really exciting thing about me. Pull up their website. So take a look at this, the Unstoppable Cloud. And they have a lot of, things to compare to AWS and Google, but take a look at how cool this little guy is. So this is their unit. What they want to do is deploy these guys all over the place, just like Helium is deploying their, hotspots all over the place. It's pretty. It's about $1,000, and it's sold out the first day. I mean, my name's on the reserve, but I'm probably not going to get this thing anytime soon. If anybody from Akash Networks is watching, hey, hit me up. I'd love to try this out. But it's just going to be sick. It's pretty incredible what they're doing with it, and I would highly recommend you guys, look into this because it's going places. The Super Mini unit is incredible. They're taking pre-orders. They're going to ship at the end, in Q3. I'm already on that, wait list, but here's what they're running. They're running the NVIDIA Volta GPU. It's pretty sweet. Like, I am excited to get my hands on one of these. We'll see what happens. But on a more lighter note, something that I actually remember because I looked at the Akash coin, and the whole AK reminded me of Akon. And I know a lot of you know about this, and it's a joke at this point. But if you're not aware, there's a coin by Akon that's called Akoin. Yes, the rapper, Akon, the rapper. And I mean, it's super cheap. It's 27 cents. There's, a possibility of it taking off. But here's what I'll say. It's, it revolves around Wakanda. Here's what happened. Akon decided to come out with this coin to be able to fund a city, Akon City, to be a little more specific, which is right, it's in Senegal. It's by the coast. It's great, but if we take a look at it, this is what they released, saying that, Akon City in Senegal to be developed by 2023, costing $6 billion. And they've gotten people to invest. They've had a few billion invested into this project already, and it's not really going anywhere. So he keeps saying that he's moving ahead with it, and this was back in August 2020. He's moving forward with things, but nothing's really materialized, which is kind of crazy. This is back in January. If you see that, he posted himself saying that, finalize the Akon City in Senegal, looking forward to hosting people there, but it's not going anywhere. That's the issue. If I go a little bit further, if you look this up, you're going to see that there's not much happening. Future fantasy, that's what they're calling it. This was, just about a year later in 2020. You fast forward to, now, this is what people are posting on Twitter. This is from May 23rd. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I mean, they're cows over there actually right now. It's like 200 acres and there's nothing. But people are so eager to get into the action that Uganda is giving him land for a second one. So this is like super ambitious. And this is recent. This is from April 6th. And I don't know if anybody's really covering this, but this is insane that people are just saying, all right, yeah, you can have land to build your city, just like the first one, which hasn't, gone anywhere. So it's kind of crazy that people are just willing to do that. Yeah. Akon City number 2. Return of the Coded City. It's not going anywhere. Like, this is insane that people are willing to put money down on this stuff, even though there's no basis for it, to validate the fact that it's a real thing. Anyhow, keep in mind, Akash network, that thing is going to explode, in my opinion. And something that I actually want to start highlighting more and more is BitClout. If you guys want to follow me on BitClout, I will make sure that I'm keeping up to date and getting updates there as often as possible. I'm on Twitter as well, but BitClout is a place to be, and I'll talk a little bit more about it as often as I possibly can, because the platform has been really great to work with. The people that I've met on here have been pretty, not only unique, but encouraging individuals, which I was super thrilled to find. If you haven't done so yet, hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe so we can get to that 1,000 subscribers, so I can start going live for you guys. And hit the bell for notifications if you want to, get up-to-date information when things are coming out. But you all have been awesome. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys on the next one.